At the beginning of the story, we are shown an incident that happened in Alaska in 1979. An Alaskan pilot calls his base and says he saw something strange in the sky. At this time, the technical officers of the camp realize that their technical equipment has started working in an unusual way. After that, a group of people cutting trees in the forest is shown. After the work is done, these guys are about to leave, but at the same time, one of the guys' trucks starts floating in the air. But in a few seconds this truck falls to the ground. At this time, one of the group is going to see this. At this time, this person sees an flying saucer floating in the sky. This person is very scared and runs into the forest, and the aliens capture this person. Now we come to the present of the story. The main character of the story is Isaac Cypress. Isaac works as a software engineer at NASA in California. After he goes to his place of work, his friend Beck says that they received a signal from Canada. But Isaac realizes that this is a bit strange because the place where this signal is received is not from an underground satellite. Then we are shown another incident that night. Isaac is still at his workplace. At this time, a message from an unknown source code comes to a machine here, but later Isaac realizes that there is a bug in one of the computers. After that, Isaac goes to meet his mental doctor. To release his tension, she tells him to take a camera for a while and record whatever comes to his mind. After that, Isaac tries to do it that way, but it will not be easy for Isaac. Isaac decides to take the camera and go to a mountain and make a video to release his stress. At the same time, we are shown that a large meteorite is crashing to the earth. Because of this, everyone's attention is directed towards that direction. At this time, this meteor falls near the mountain where Isaac is already hiking. Isaac realizes that this is not a meteorite. The police and the army are coming here to check the big thing that fell from the sky. Because of this, Isaac quickly hides on the side here. The reason is that Isaac wants to check what fell from the sky. When Isaac goes and looks, he sees that an flying saucer has landed on a mountain. Isaac is very surprised to see this. He tried to record this flying saucer with the camera, but suddenly this flying saucer disappeared. At this time, Isaac sees an alien standing behind him. He also records this alien with his camera. However, after this alien leaves here, Isaac tries to leave here in a panic, but the alien catches him. 3 days later, Isaac regains consciousness while in his former position on this mountain. Then Isaac goes home. The previous incident was like a dream to him. However, this time, as soon as he looks at his TV, the TV disappears and reappears in a few seconds. Isaac thinks that this is something created in the mind due to stress. Because of this, he goes and gets admitted to the nearby hospital. The doctor says that Isaac does not have such a mental problem, but he has an unusual bone fracture in one hand. But the doctor confirmed that Isaac is fine, so he leaves the hospital and goes to work. At this time, Beck asks why he hasn't come to work for 3 days. At this time, Isaac decides to tell Beck about the power he got from the aliens. He makes a glass disappear and tries to show it to Beck. Of course, at this point the glass disappears, but Beck can still see that glass. Beck holds this glass and shows it. Therefore, Isaac realizes that only he can see the disappearance of the glass. After that, Isaac shows the video of the alien recorded by the camera, but Beck does not believe this. Beck says that this was created by artificial intelligence. Even his friend does not accept what he is saying, so Isaac leaves for his home. After returning home, Isaac decides to release the alien's video report online. The video goes viral within a day, and the next morning Isaac notices that many people have requested an interview with him. At this time, Isaac receives a call for an interview. At this time, a person called Christine, who is an announcer of a TV channel, is speaking on this call. This one asks if Isaac can come to an interview on his channel. Isaac likes the idea, because Isaac also wants to share his ideas with others. Isaac participates in this interview and shares his experience. But the people who are watching this interview accuse Isaac of lying in anticipation of publicity. Because of this, Isaac has become a joke in the society. Due to this, his stress increases even more. However, he decides to search the internet for people who have experienced similar things. However, one day someone who faced this kind of incident promises to meet Isaac at a restaurant. Isaac is at the mentioned restaurant and waiting for him to come. At this time, he sees that all the plates and cups are floating in this restaurant. But later he realizes that it is just a fantasy in his mind. At this time, that person comes to meet Isaac. This girl is Sarah. Isaac shows Sarah the footage of the alien and what he discovered about the aliens. Sarah tells Isaac what she knows. Sarah says that in 1979, she heard a story that a person named Carl had been abducted by aliens. At this time, this person called Carl is shown on the other side. We are shown this guy checking the alien signal in a secret house in the woods. After that, Isaac shows us that Isaac is in his house. Isaac decides to make copies of the alien's video and send it to the news channels. As Isaac makes these copies and is about to mail them, several envelopes containing these copies fall out of his hands. Someone who comes here at the right time will pick these things up for Isaac. This person recognizes Isaac at this time. The reason is that Isaac is very popular from that alien video. However, this person also asks if Isaac can come to an interview with him. The reason is that this person is a writer. Isaac does not answer this and leaves here. After coming home, he sees a news on TV. In this news, it is said that Isaac's alien video is a fake. Enraged by this, Isaac decides to interview the writer he met earlier. He goes to the writer's room. This writer decides to give Isaac a lie detector test to see if he is lying or telling the truth. In this test, Isaac answers every question correctly. However, at this point, while this writer is out, two mysterious agents arrive and attempt to kidnap Isaac. But even if Isaac tries to escape from these people, these two agents shoot Isaac with their special gun. This shot knocks Isaac unconscious. When he regains consciousness, he sees two androids taking him somewhere. At this point, these two androids are taken to a mysterious room, placed on a chair and tied to Isaac. At this time, Isaac sees that this group is holding Sarah. The Grant agent here is talking to Isaac at this time. That person's name is Agent Graves. Graves says that Isaac has a lot of information that will help people. This group has some equipment in front of Isaac to test his power, but there is no response. At this time, Graves asks Isaac about Carl, but Isaac says he doesn't know anything about Carl. Graves gets angry because of this answer. However, Isaac manages to escape from this room. After that, he uses his power to open the door of the room where Sarah is trapped and save Sarah too. Now these two are trying to escape from here, but the androids start shooting at these two with those special guns. At this time, Isaac is able to use his power to open the door leading out of here. These two come out of here and go to a nearby shop. At this time, Isaac sees that they are in Costa Rica. Now Isaac has realized that to find answers to these other things, he needs to find Carl. He asks the shopkeeper about a place where he can take an internet connection and a computer. This woman says that someone called Zed is a short distance away and can get it from him. After that, this woman writes Zed's address and gives it to these two. After that, while these two meet Zed and ask him for help, the androids come here. These three are hiding here. Then Zed decides to take these two to his house built on a tree. After going home, Zed tells these two that the androids that followed were sent by a special space program called ISUP. After that, Zed uses his hacker knowledge and tries to find Carl's whereabouts. At this time, Sarah tells Isaac how she got caught by the aliens. Meanwhile, Zed finds Carl's whereabouts. Now we understand that the signal that Isaac and his friend found at the beginning of the story is a signal sent by Carl. These guys make a video call to Carl, but Carl disconnects the video call. But Isaac and the team try again to get a call to Carl. Carl answers this call. At this time, Isaac tells Carl what happened to him, and Isaac says that he was able to find a signal in a strange language. Carl tells him to send that signal. Isaac sends the signal to Carl. After that, Carl checks the signal and finds out that in 5 days, aliens will find Carl and come to Earth. After hearing this, Isaac, Sarah and Zed decide to go to Canada to find Carl. Then we are shown Graves and the team. When the group kidnapped Isaac and Sarah, they placed a tracking device on their hands. Because of this, this group can take care of where the two of them are going. Graves understands that these two are going to Canada. After that, we are shown that Isaac and his group are now in a train after several modes of transportation. Unexpectedly, the androids agents who are looking for this group enter this train. Zed is implementing his plan at this time. The plan is to wear a mask so that these guys cannot be recognized by the android agents. But this time that plan will not work. Android agents start attacking this group, but Isaac and the group escape from these agents and go to their destination. After that, these three leave for Carl's house, but when they see the way Carl welcomes them, these three get scared. But after getting to know each other, Carl welcomes them into his home. The tracker attached to these people's hands is also turned off. On the other side, Graves also realizes that the tracking device has been turned off. Carl takes these three into his home. Zed is surprised to see the equipment inside Carl's house. Carl says that he used those devices to search for signals that had not been detected for many years. And Carl says that the aliens have a few days to come here. These guys are enjoying these few days. After that, we are shown an incident that happened on the night before the arrival of the aliens. Sarah is very scared now, so she doesn't even sleep. Isaac makes Sarah's mind and puts Sarah to sleep. Then we are shown the incident at 3:55 p.m. Isaac and Sarah are talking. Their hearts are now in love. But this time, Isaac and Sarah understand something strange. With this, an earthquake occurs. Isaac and Carl understand that the aliens must have come. Isaac goes alone to see about this. Isaac sees that there is an alien here. After that, Isaac takes this alien to Carl's house, but these people don't understand what this alien is saying. But through Carl's machine, these people translate what the alien says. At this time, this extraterrestrial being says that he came to Earth to study the beginning of the universe and human behavior patterns. Sarah alien asks why the hand has started hurting since Graves and the group were captured. At this time, using the alien power, they check Sarah's hand and find a tracking device installed by the agents who kidnapped them. This alien removes the tracking device from Sarah's hand. On the other side, Graves and the group are shown to us. These people are on their way to find Carl and the others with the help of tracking devices. After that, the alien is also trying to remove the tracking device from Isaac's hand. But at this time Graves and others come here. Graves asks Carl about his father. When the story actually begins, Graves' father is the one who drove the truck that crashed because of the aliens. Because Carl was there, Graves asks him about his father, but Carl doesn't respond. Because of this, Graves threatens that everyone must come out of the house or he will be shot. This is why Carl comes out with his gun and tells Graves that I don't know what happened to your father. Graves gets angry at this answer and shoots Carl. Sarah comes out to see what happened to Carl, so this group shoots Sarah too. At this time, the alien removes the tracking device attached to Isaac's hand and says that if he concentrates fully on the power he has received, he can do great things. After that, as the alien said, Isaac uses the power of invisibility that he got and saves Carl, Sarah, Zed from Graves and others. But because the team including Graves shot Carl and Sarah, the aliens have to heal them. After that, these people along with the aliens use their invisible powers and go among the group of Graves and escape from here. After some time, Graves and the team see an alien flying saucer leaving here. After that, another incident is shown 6 months later. Isaac and Sarah are now in love. Also, Carl and Zed have started working in an underground tech intelligence agency called Zuma. Later, Graves is fired for abusing his power. The movie ends with this incident. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.